Hello, BookTube. I was going to do something a little more dramatic, but I decided not to. If you hear anything in the background, you know what's going on. My wife's playing Fallout 4. She has the evening shift. I take the mornings. So this is the Pixar tag, and I was tagged by one of my friends across the pond, Graham. Thank you, Graham, for the tag. Cheers. Now, before I get into the tag, let me show you a picture. Think about doing this, I don't know, periodically anyways. Excuse me. That's a picture of me in the mountains above San Diego. That's supposed to be a World War II bunker. It's been 20 years, so I can't remember exactly who gave me that info, but there was artillery up there. Of course, it wasn't there when I visited that site, but supposedly there was artillery up there, and they guarded the harbor, or the bay rather. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's been 20 years. Maybe Gerard the bookworm can shed some light on that, because he lives out there in San Diego. So, yep, that's me. I suppose I was in my 30s then, but I've been 97, so got that boring stuff out of the way, and now let's get on with the tag. Question number 1. Cars. Like I said, this is the Pixar Book Tag. Cars. Name a book where the character go on a long journey. So I'm going to go with Louis L'Amour's Last of the Breed, Joe Mack. This was during the Cold War. He was captured. He was in a prison camp in Siberia, and he had to escape from there and make his way up towards the Bering Strait. And I mentioned this book before, and it's quite the journey, but it's recommended reading. Question number 2, Inside Out. Name a book about the mind. And I just had this book a minute ago. Yeah. Name a book about the mind. It's really simple. Consciousness Explained, even though this was written, gee whiz, I want to say in the early 90s. It's still pretty insightful. I mean, they've made a lot of progress since then, obviously. It deals with philosophy, psychology, neurology, computer science, stuff like that. I just find stuff like that interesting. Alright, number 3. We're rolling now. Monsters, Inc. Who or what's your most lovable book creature? Gotta go back to my old fave, Midworld. That would be Rumahum. It's Bourne's fur coat, and I think I've explained this before. When a human is born, a fur coat is born, and they're linked, and they kind of stay together, and they watch out for one another and take care of one another. It's really cool. Finding Nemo. Who's your best book dad? I'm going to go with Greg Krislowski and The Vulnerable Gods by me, because just the way he is about his kid. And actually, my niece read this book, and she's like, Uncle Todd, that character's you. I was like, well, it very well could be. Has long hair, and it doesn't take any shit, so. Question number 5, Brave. Who's the best book mom? This is a little bit twisted. I'm going to go with the mom in The Breathing Method. different seasons, Stephen King. It's kind of messed up, but I don't know. Question number 6. Toy Story. A book from your childhood that you think every kid should read. Now, here's the thing. I'm sure there are some kids nowadays that were brought up like I was. See, I came from a family of hunters and dog owners and people that farmed and lived off the land and stuff, and they were in the military and all kinds of stuff like that. So I'm going with Big Red by Jim Killigard. It's about a boy's relationship with a dog that he doesn't actually own, but they just kind of form this bond, and something happens and he's not sure whether he wants to take the dog with him or not, but there's a conflict there, and it really boils down to a relationship between the boy and this dog, and what they're willing to do for one another. Question number 7. Hang on, I'm parched. Okay, I'm good. Question number 7. The Incredibles. If you could have any superpower or ability, what would it be and why? Okay, I'm going to cop out on this one, and I'm going to pick Eric Cartman's power from an episode of South Park, where he has the power to have any power that he wants. So you'd have to watch South Park. I can't remember if that was the Chin Pokemon episode or which one, but so there's a cop out on this tag. Number 8. Ratatouille. Name a fictional food you would want to eat. I'm going to go with one of the grazers from Midworld, because I'm a carnivore. I've stressed this before. Everyone can eat whatever they want, but, I'm a meat eater. And number 9. Coco, a book with an international setting. I'm going to go with Tom Clancy's The Hunt for Red October. Pretty self-explanatory. This Russian soldier basically takes off with one of their most advanced subs, and I'm sure everybody's familiar with this, but the character Ramos he's awesome. So, that was the Pixar Book Tag. Thank you so much, Graham, for tagging me. I appreciate it, my friend. And appreciate everyone else sticking around and watching, because, without you, I probably wouldn't be standing here talking to a friggin' camera. I'd still be drinking beer, though. So thanks again, and I will see all of you later. Bye.